Good evening, everyone. This is Sanjay Sinha from Aurora International School, and a very hearty welcome to all of you to Aurora online classes. Dear students, today I am with a new lesson for you, and the name of this chapter is The Adventures of Toto. Dear students, The Adventures of Toto is from your Moments book, and this is for ninth standard. What shall we study in this lesson? Actually, we are human beings and we love animals. Most of us domesticate or tame animals. We make them pet, like the dog, the rabbit, the cow, buffalo. We make many animals our pets. We also make many birds as our pets. Most of the people love to tame parrot. Most of us love to tame rabbits. So actually we love animals, we like animals. And in this lesson we have the writer's grandfather, and this story is by Ruskin Bond. Before I proceed with this lesson, let me give you a brief introduction of the author of this lesson. Let me give some light, let me throw some light on the biography of the writer of this lesson, the author of this lesson, Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond needs no introduction. He is such a versatile, such an eminent, such a great Indian writer who needs no introduction. Let us try to understand and let's know something about this writer, Ruskin Bond, before we switch over to the lesson. Means before I explain this lesson to you, I would like to give you a brief introduction of Ruskin Bond, who happens to be the author, who happens to be the writer of this lesson, of this chapter, The Adventures of Toto. In this lesson, Toto is a monkey. Ruskin Bond, an eminent Indian author and novelist. Eminent, the word eminent means very famous. So he is still alive and he is an eminent writer. He has written so many books, especially for children. His story books for children are very famous. Ruskin Bond. So he is an eminent Indian author, novelist, and he was born on, Ruskin Bond was born on 19th May 1934 in Kasauli. In Kasauli. Kasauli is in Himachal Pradesh, and before the independence of India, it was a part of Punjab province, Punjab states. Actually, this Kasauli is in Himachal Pradesh. You know, Simla, Dehradun, all these beautiful places are situated in Himachal Pradesh. And an eminent Indian author, novelist, he was born on 19th May 1934 in Kasauli, Himachal Pradesh. He was educated at Bishop Cotton School. He got his schooling from Bishop Cotton School, Simla. Let us talk about his literary creation, his works, his literary works, his books. What are the books that he has written? What are the novels that he has written? And so many films are also based on his novel, like Junoon, which was released in 1978, and Junoon is based on one of his novels, and the name of the novel is A Flight of Pigeons. Have a look. So his the first novel written by Ruskin Bond is The Room on the Roof. The Room on the Roof is a very famous novel by Ruskin Bond, and this was his first novel. Apart from this, he got, actually, let us talk about the awards and honors that he got for his outstanding contribution in for his great contribution in the field of literature. So he was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for his very famous book. Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra is a very famous book by Ruskin Bond. It's a novel by Ruskin Bond, and for this novel he was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1992. Let's go ahead. Apart from this Sahitya Academy Award, he was also, Ruskin Bond was also awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So we have seen, being a prolific writer, being such a great writer, he was awarded Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for a very famous book, and that is Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. This is a very famous novel by such a great writer, Ruskin Bond. Apart from this, he was also awarded, Ruskin Bond was also awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Dear students, now the adventures of Toto. In this story we shall come to know about the adventures of Toto. Toto is a monkey, and you know what comes to your mind when you think of a monkey. What image comes to your mind when you think of a monkey, or when you imagine about a monkey? We all know that a monkey is very mischievous. A monkey is very naughty by nature, and monkey is a disturbing animal. He disturbs others, people get disturbed by the activities of a monkey. So we shall know about Toto, about the tricks of Toto, about the activities of Toto, about the mischievous activities of Toto, about his naughtiness. We shall come to know about the naughty activities, the naughty acts and tricks, karnama, in Hindi, of Toto. Let us try to understand it. Now, the grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver for the sum of 5 rupees. The Tonga driver used to keep the little red monkey tied to a feeding trough, and the monkey looked so out of place there that grandfather decided he would add the little fellow to his private zoo. It is about, the writer is saying about his grandfather's love for animals. It is about grandfathers, and whose grandfather is described here? This is the writer's grandfathers. So the writer's grandfather was a lover of animals, and he believed in the peaceful existence of animals and humans. He was a very kind-hearted man, and he loved the animals the most. So what happened? The writer is saying that what happened, grandfather bought Toto. Toto is the name of a monkey. At that time, this Toto was a small monkey. The Toto was a young one. So grandfather means the writer's grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga driver. Tonga driver means one who you must have seen, one who drives a horse cart, घोड़ा गाड़ी चलाने वाला. So one who drives a horse cart is called a Tonga driver. So the writer's grandfather bought Toto from the Tonga driver for 5 rupees. For 5 rupees. And those days, 5 rupees had a great value. And the Tonga driver, actually, he was a Tonga driver, so this Tonga driver used to keep the red monkey to a feeding trough. So you must have seen a feeding trough. Feeding trough means a large container for feeding animals. You must have seen in the cow shed that there are the containers kept before the animals for feeding them. You must have seen the cows, you must have seen the buffaloes, and you must have seen the cows, buffaloes, and other animals with some container. And this is a feeding container, means all sorts of grasses, hay, straw are put in the container, and that container is called feeding trough. In Hindi, naad. In Hindi we call it naad. And food stuff like leaves, then grasses like hay, like a straw, they are kept in the feeding trough for animals. So actually this monkey, the Tonga driver, the Tonga driver used to keep this red monkey, this is of red color, this monkey he used to keep it tied to that feeding trough because he was very mischievous. And once the grandfather, the writer's grandfather, saw this monkey tied to the feeding trough, and he wanted to purchase this monkey from the Tonga driver. So what did the grandfather do? The grandfather just gave him 5 rupees to purchase this monkey from him. It means the writer's grandfather purchased this monkey from the brought him home. Now, second paragraph. Toto was a pretty monkey. Toto was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled. Sparkled means shine, chamakna. Toto was a pretty monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief beneath deep set eyebrows. And his teeth, underline all these lines. His teeth, which were pearly white, were very often displayed in a smile that frightened the life out of elderly Anglo-Indian ladies. But his hands looked dried up, underline all these lines, as though they had been pickled in the sun for many years. Yet his fingers were quick and wicked, and his tail, while adding to his good looks, grandfather believed a tail would add to anyone's good looks, also served as a third hand. Underline it. Actually, as I have said, that grandfather was a very kind-hearted man. He was an animal lover. So this is about Toto's appearance, as to how did Toto look like. So this is the description of Toto. Grandfather says that Toto was a pretty monkey. Toto was a pretty means beautiful, because actually Toto was very cute, and it was still a young one. Toto was still a child. He was very young, बहुत छोटा था. So actually he was cute. His eyes were bright, sparkled with mischief. His eyes were bright, means Toto had bright eyes, and these eyes shone with mischievous activities. Then he had pearly white teeth, means his eyebrows were deep set. Toto's eyebrows were deep set, means Toto had deep set eyebrows. His teeth were pearly white. And his hands looked dried up, as if his hands were pickled in the sun for many years. So his hands were actually dried up, and there were lines and wrinkles on his skin. So whenever, or if you have seen, you must have seen a monkey, and you must have found the lines and wrinkles on his face, especially on the eyebrows and on the other parts of his body. So there were lines and wrinkles on his face. So actually his hands were dried up. As if they were they were dried up, they were pickled in the sun for many years. So this is the description of Toto. Apart from this, Toto's fingers were very quick. He used to shake his fingers very quickly, and besides he had a tail, and his tail was very beautiful. His tail was very attractive. He used to use his tail as his third hand in order to grab something, or in order to catch something, which whenever he used to fell to catch something or grab something, he used his tail. So he used his tail as third hand. Moreover, he used his tail to hang out on the branch of the tree. So in this way, he used his tail as his third hand. So this is about Toto's description. It was capable of, as I have said right now, grandfather believed that this beautiful tail adds more beauty to this Toto's look, and actually he could use his tail. I mean to say that this monkey Toto used his tail to hang from a branch. You must have seen a monkey hanging from a branch of the tree, and he was also capable of scooping up any delicacy. Means this Toto was capable of, he could scoop up. Scoop means lift something, किसी चीज को उठा लेना, pick up something. So he also used his this hand or this tail to lift up or to pick up some delicacy, some sweet food which might be out of his reach. So this is, we have come to know about Toto's appearance, Toto's look, and in this way he was a pretty monkey, and he just smile. Actually, he used to give a smile, and his smile used to frighten Anglo-Indian ladies. Anglo-Indian ladies used to get frightened by the smile of this Toto. So since Toto was young, very small, his smile was very cute, but even his smile was cute, his smile used to scare the Anglo-Indian ladies. So this way he was pretty. Now paragraph second. Grandmother always first when grandfather brought home some new bird or animal. So it was decided that Toto's presence should be kept a secret from her until she was in a particularly good mood. Grandfather and I put him away in a little closet. Closet means cupboard or almari in Hindi, or cupboard, opening into my bedroom wall, where he was tied securely, or so we thought, to a peg fastened into the wall. grandmother did not like animals. Grandmother's nature was different from grandfather's. Actually, grandfather always used to be angry or always used to get annoyed when grandfather brought some new bird or some new animal home. Means when any new bird or animal was brought by grandfather to his home, grandmother used to get annoyed. She did not like it. She did not like the presence of any new bird or new animal. But grandfather was fond of animals. He loved to tame animals. He loved to keep animals in his private zoo. He had made a small zoo for animals. And now this was the turn of Toto. So Toto's presence was kept a secret from grandmother. He did not want, actually grandfather did not want that the grandmother, I mean the writer's grandmother, should know about the arrival of Toto. That is why, what did grandfather do? First, when this Toto was brought, so it was decided, grandfather decided that it should be kept a secret. His presence should be kept a secret. So this Toto was, when it was brought, this Toto was kept in the writer's bedroom. This Toto was kept in the writer's bedroom. I mean to say, when Toto was brought, it was kept in the cupboard in the writer's room. There was a cupboard in the writer's room, and in that cupboard, this Toto was kept. And this Toto was kept, and this Toto was tied. It was tied to a peg. Peg, you see, this is nail. This peg, this is, you can see in this image. Actually, this is nail. This nail is called peg. Here, this nail is called. This is called peg, isn't it? And the place where it is fixed, this is called socket. Socket means that is the hole in which the peg is fixed. So what happened, that this Toto was tied to a peg. It was kept in the almirah. It was kept in the cupboard, and this cupboard was in the writer's room. And Toto was tied to this peg. You must have seen the animals tied to the bamboo stick, or tied to, as it was earlier, Toto was earlier tied to a feeding trough. Now this time round, this Toto was brought home and it was tied to a peg. This is called peg, nail, kati, khoont. And this peg fastened into the wall. You see, this peg is fastened. Fastened means fixed. This peg is fixed into the wall, and this Toto was tied to this peg. So that grandmother should not know about Toto. Now, so the presence of Toto was kept a secret from grandmother, from writer's grandmother. Now, a few hours later, when grandfather and I came back to release Toto, we found that the walls, which had been covered with some ornamental paper chosen by grandfather, now stood out as naked brick and plaster. The peg in the wall had been wrenched. Wrenched means broken or pulled out from its socket, and my school blazer, which had been hanging there, was in shreds. Shreds means cut into slices or cut into pieces. Tukre tukre kar dena. Look, at first it was brought, it was kept in the cupboard in the writer's bedroom, and just to keep his presence secret from grandmother. Then what happened? After few hours, grandfather came to see the condition of Toto, whether Toto is comfortable or not. But when he came to the writer's room, he found that by this time Toto actually he was a very naughty monkey, and you know this Toto had done something. This Toto had done something very miraculous. He was a naughty monkey, and all the time he kept creating problems for others. This Toto kept creating problems for others. Means I would say that all the time he kept creating problems for others. Hardly a day passed when he did not do any mischief. This was the activity of Toto. So what did he do? He pulled out the peg. Who pulled out the peg? Toto pulled out the peg. He tore the wallpapers, because the writer's bedroom wall was decorated with some fine papers. It was decorated with some fine papers. So he had come out of the cupboard and he had torn all the decorative papers pasted on the wall. Not only that, he had ruined the closet and he had torn the writer's blazer. So actually he had pulled out the peg, number one, and now there was only the naked plaster on the wall, because he had destroyed and damaged all the decorative papers, beautiful papers which were pasted on the wall by the writer. But after few hours, when grandfather came to see as to how he is behaving, as to how Toto is behaving, he found that Toto had damaged everything in the wall. What he had damaged? Toto had torn the writer's blazer, number one. Number two, he had pulled himself out of the peg. Number three, that he had torn all the ornamental papers into shreds, means he had torn all the beautiful decorative papers from the wall. So these were the activities done by Toto when he was brought home, and when he was kept in the cupboard, when he was kept in the closet on the very first day. So actually they were the activities made by Toto when he was brought home. So dear students, this is all for today, and whatever I have taught, I have tried my level best to make it clear to you. I hope whatever I have taught it is you have understood it properly, and this is all for today. Till then, stay blessed, be safe at home, keep learning, keep practicing, keep walking. Thank you very much.